Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to RobMotive Live. I just wanted to get on here. We're going to spend 15 minutes, no more, no less, give or take, 15 minutes talking about the new Toyota Tacoma, not the gorgeous electric lime green that you see behind you right there. Doesn't that truck look just awesome? I mean, can you get any better than that? I don't know. A lot of people don't seem to like it for some reason. I don't know why that is. I think it's pretty freaking cool myself. Alexa, pause. She likes to keep talking when I'm on, and I've got the volume on my iPad. Let me get rid of that. Okay, there. Now I'm ready. I guess I'm set to go. Got my chair down here so I can put my leg up and be comfortable. Anyway, let's talk about the 2024 Tacoma. Hey Jimmy, how you doing, bud? By the way, in case you're wondering, it's 74 degrees and mostly cloudy, I guess, down here in South Texas. Because somebody has to live here, right? So, oh, and don't forget, click that thumbs up thing or like button or whatever. That would be pretty cool. Let's just get the announcements out of the way right away. I have one more. We can't do a video live without throwing in a little pedal commander action. You may have noticed they had a big sale going on. You can still save 30 bucks on this puppy if you use discount code RobMotive1 over at pedalcommander.com. Got to check it out. You cannot have a third generation Tacoma without a pedal commander. I'm just saying. So let's get into it. The 2024 Toyota Tacoma. I've been talking about it a lot on the channel, and why wouldn't I? It's the latest and greatest news, right? There's a lot of concerns about it out there. You know, I did a poll, and I think it turned out to be somewhere around 90%, something like that. People said they wouldn't buy it. That's a lot, particularly coming from the enthusiast community, right? So then I shot a video. I did a video on it, whether you'd buy it or not, blah, blah, blah. And most people, not everybody, it's probably about the same ratio, I think, or same percentage. I just got a note right now. No, because I'm looking at forerunners. How's that for timing? Just had a comment right now from that last video. But anyway, an overwhelming number, it seems, are not interested in the 2024 Tacoma. Let me catch up on comments for a minute. Jimmy Pham says, good and you? I'm well. Nick Jones, thumbs up. Thank you very much. Jim Geyser, how you doing? And Mick Drunk. Well, it's a little early for that, but I wish they kept the V6 with it. You're not alone. So let's get into the reasons. These are kind of the top concerns, the things that stick in my head, I guess, in thinking about this. How's the weather down there, Rob? I'm up here in Lubbock, Texas right now. It's 74 and cloudy, man. What's it like up in Lubbock? First thing, too much money. I agree. You know, when the official pricing came out and gave the pricing for the Tacoma, it was a bit of a sticker shock for me. And I'm like, geez, man, I'm not gonna pay, I wouldn't pay more than probably $45,000, and that is pushing it, to get this 2024 Tacoma. It's just not worth it to me. You know, you have to look at value versus cost, and it's like, I don't value any mid-size truck more than $45,000 worth, I have to say. So that's going to limit me as to what I can get, I suppose. But when you start talking about 60 grand, you know, for a mid-size truck, a compact truck, whatever you want to call it, I guess it's mid-size these days with the introduction of the micro trucks. Excuse me, but it's just too much money. I think Toyota's pricing themselves out of the market. And maybe they're trying to do that. Maybe they're trying to become the Lexus or Cadillac of the mid-sized truck market, knowing that it's going to reduce their sales or sales numbers, who knows, and they'll make more money because they're charging more money. I don't know, it's just crazy. But pricing, right up there at number one with what people are most concerned with. It's no good. Next up, reliability and longevity, and this kind of leads into some of the others as well. Randall Upton, it will sell. It will sell, but long term, I don't know. Carlos, a little skeptical on the 4-cylinder turbo. Have to wait to see for durability. We're going to get into that. Walter, it's nice up here today, 59 degrees. Windy though, like always. It's always windy in Texas. I mean, you know. Reliability and longevity, kind of like what Carlos is talking about right there. That is right up there at number one for what people are concerned with. They're afraid. I don't blame them. I mean, it's a 4-cylinder truck, and somebody made a good point on the channel. They said, I might add a little bit to it myself, but they said basically that a 4-cylinder doesn't have enough oomph, enough strength, longevity to do what we do with trucks. I agree with that. You see, when they put these trucks out, they put them out based on their own testing and what they say they should or shouldn't do, right? We do more than that. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've overloaded the Tacoma hauling stuff in the back of it. How long is that 4-cylinder turbo gonna hold up when we exceed the recommended capabilities of the truck? You know, the V6 is stout, it can take it. The suspension would probably die out before, you know, the engine or anything from overexerting it. And I guess that's probably the right term. How long is the 4-cylinder turbo in the new Tacoma gonna last if we continuously overexert it? There's always a tolerance. I mean, you know, if they tell you you can haul 1,500 pounds in the bed, it's really some percentage more than that because they know we're gonna do that. We always do that, right? Vec says, yo, what's up, Vec? Jimmy Fam, all they have to do is return to the V6 to make more power or recalibrate. That's never gonna happen. I mean, sales would have to take such a humongous hit for them to do something that drastic. Vec says, to be honest, I have to get the Trail Hunter. I know it's going to be spendy, but I can afford it. I never was a Toyota guy until I saw that vehicle. It looks amazing to me. It does. It's right up there with the Pro. I mean, it's an awesome looking trim. Lots of cool stuff, lots of good looks about it, I agree. Vec says, I'll never tow anything close to 6,000 pounds, maybe 3,000 at most, jet skis. Well, there you go. I assume, I can't think of what the rating is, but I would think that's within the capability, recommended capability of the truck. McDrunk, thoughts on the hybrid version? The hybrid version is what I'm looking to get, but I'm not paying 60,000+ for it, so they may have priced me out of the market. Again, it's not a matter of can you afford it or can you not afford it. It's what are you willing to pay? What's it really worth to you? It's not worth 60 grand to me. I could buy something else, you know, full size for sure if I wanted. Carlos, but to answer your question, I think it's a pretty neat idea. I'd love to experience it. You know, the torque, the acceleration, see what it feels like. Of course, improve fuel economy. I don't know how much improved it's really gonna be, but anything is better than nothing, right? Carlos, not to mention the extra heat the turbo produces. That's another thing a few people have mentioned. It's gonna be hotter. Juan, hey, what's up, Juan? Howdy, Rob. Howdy, how you doing, man? So, reliability and longevity, big concern. Can't blame anybody for that, particularly on a brand new version of anything, right? And you know there's gonna be issues. There always are. They might be minor, they might be mundane, they might be more severe. We'll just have to see. Power, 4-cylinder turbo power, which by the way, it is a single turbo. You know, I've had people on the channel swear that it's gonna be a dual turbo. It's not. It's going to be a single turbo. Why would they put a dual turbo on a 4-cylinder engine in the Tacoma? I mean, they're not gonna do that. That's the Tundra. By the way, their pricing as compared to the Tundra, I don't know, we're getting pretty close, if not exceeding what you can get a new Tundra for. I mean, we are exceeding it, really. I mean, you got $40-some thousand for a more base SR5 Tundra, or 60-some thousand for a hopped up Tacoma. I don't know. I don't know what people will go for. I know what they go for down here in Texas. They go for the Tundra because we like big trucks down here, right? Let's see. Edwin, 2021 suspension making clicking sounds. That's a bummer. I don't have any issues. Lenny Perry, hope the prices aren't jacked up. No, back to prices. You know that's going to happen. You know there are the dealerships, excuse me, and I would say probably a majority of them are going to add those aftermarket price adjustments, particularly in the beginning. They'll die off, so if you're patient, you want to wait, they will die off eventually. But in the beginning, you can bet you're going to see 5, 10, who knows, 15, 20,000. Could you imagine $80,000 for the privilege of buying one of the first Tacomas? Wow, that's a scary thing, I think, man. Mick Drunk, I think I might just hold on to my 2023 Pro. I'm hearing that a lot. I would say a majority of the comments that I've gotten on the videos about whether or not you're gonna buy one is that they're gonna hold on to what they've got. Can't blame them. I mean, you've got a truck, if you've got a 21, 2, 3, they're gonna last a long time anyway. And they're maybe pricing you out of the market too, I don't know. McDrunk says, love the look and the upgrade minus that engine, LOL. I don't know. That engine, for me, it's gonna be whether or not it goes. It's got any oomph. You know, I like acceleration. I know it's not a drag car, right? I like acceleration. So if it's quick and it goes and it's off the line fast, I'll be happy with it. I don't really tow anything or haul much, so it's not that big a deal for me. Edwin Aguilar, great videos, Rob. Appreciate your time. Hey, thank you, and thanks for watching. By the way, if you just came on, hit that thumbs up. It helps out the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. Kenny, can't see why I'd spend 5 to 10K more than my 2022 just to get a little more power and a couple more MOGs. I think he means MPGs. But maybe it comes with a MOG. I don't know. You're right. And you know the other thing about that, how much gas are you going to have to run through that truck? How much savings are you going to have to get before you offset the difference between what you have right now and what that new truck is going to cost you? I would bet you wouldn't break even just from that perspective alone during the whole lifetime of the truck that you have it, assuming you're a 3 to 5 year trader. You know, to keep it forever, well, obviously there'll be a break-even point somewhere. Let's see. Kenny says MPG, sorry. Yeah, I get it. It's giving you a hard time, man. Ben Champion, I wasn't having trouble with my 2022. If I wasn't having trouble with my 2022 Tacoma, I would keep it. Yeah, I know you've had some issues, man, with the radio, I think. Scott Wick, I'm thinking about when my lease runs out, I'll buy my 21 Tacoma SR 4x4 3.5. If I get a new lease to keep it down, I'd have put out of pocket $6K for a double cab SR5. Well, you can do that a few times before you get to the cost of the new truck, that's for sure. Jason, fully loaded off-road or Gladiator? I'm not sure exactly what you mean there. So anyway, power, 4-cylinder. A lot of people are concerned that it's going to be underpowered for a couple of reasons that I mentioned. It's not going to be able to handle what we actually do with it. I don't know that that's going to be true, but it would put a lot more stress on the engine to be able to do what we do with them, right? I heard fuel economy is the same. I've heard a lot about it. Who knows? You know how the internet is. Everybody has an opinion and half of them are not right. So, I mean, I put a pricing video out that I was pretty strong about. Turns out that wasn't right. You can't trust anything, it seems. McDrunk, you're right about possibly pricing us out of the new truck. Like you said, 60K can buy better and bigger. Sad we are where we are with the new Tacoma. Yeah, it's disappointing. Jimmy Pham, the Prius looks good in the background. Prius is awesome. I love this car. Who'd have thought? You know how many times I've made fun of the Prius on my channels? Yeah, many. What can I say? I'm converted, but it is a whole all-new car, so I'm gonna take that route. Lastly, too much tech. I'm getting comments on the channels and other places, people telling me it's got too much tech in it, they don't want all that tech, and even now saying that the current 3rd gen model has such a lesser amount of tech in it. I'm assuming they're referring more to the hybrid that's coming than anything else, but they're stating that that has the least amount of tech that you can get now, and that's okay. This is coming from people that don't like tech. They prefer to have the old crank up and crank down windows, the keys you have to put in to turn the locks, maybe the 4x4 little cone thing in the tire you got to get out and turn to utilize four-wheel drive. Not me. I love tech. For me, bring it on. The more, the better. McDrunk, the new Prius is pretty sweet. It's freaking awesome, man. If you haven't driven one at least, you owe it to yourself to take it for a ride. Ben says not just the radio only. It's bogging down with the engine occasionally. That sucks. What can I say? I don't know, man. That's too bad. Anyway, that's right about 15 minutes. I told you 15 minutes. I'm sticking to it. New Prius looks better than the old one, for sure, Jimmy. So I'm going to cut it off. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you haven't already on one of my 2 other requests. Would you buy the new Tacoma? And if not, why not? What scares you away when it comes to the new Tacoma? I'd just be curious to know. Thanks to everybody for joining. I really appreciate it. Again, our 15 minutes is up. I will see you next time on the web. Bye.